Our first guest this evening needs little introduction. He's only the doyen of American journalists. He is the royal family of American journalists. He is the best investigative reporter at the head of the best journalistic house in the United States, the Grey Zone. It's Max Blumenthal, and I'm glad to say he joins me now.
Jabhat al-Nusra founder Ahmed al-Sharaa, formerly known as Mohammed Jolani, has passed all of the tests of the predatory U.S. elite, which also includes the tests of the Zionist regime. And that means that he can now be welcomed into the White House. These tests include a willingness to take out loans with the IMF, and so he met the IMF's director 2 days ago, a willingness to cut contracts with American companies and privatize what's left of Syria's assets, which were devastated through U.S. sanctions, to allow Israel to occupy the Golan Heights and take Mount Hermon, which deprives Syria of deterrence against Israel, to not fire one single shot against Israeli soldiers as they advance close to the suburbs of Damascus, to also function under NATO stewardship through Turkish intelligence, and to ultimately join the Abraham Accords, which could be more appropriately described as the Epstein Accords. That's what Ahmed Sharaa has signed on to. Syria as a state, which was once the last strong independent Arab nation, is gone, and it will be balkanized. And I wonder how long Ahmed Sharaa himself will last, given the amount of pressure on him from within and without, because I'm not sure the Syrians, how long the Syrian people can take this level of indignity. And with Donald Trump in power, promising military strikes against Nigeria for supposed Islamist attacks on Christians, which actually appear to be land disputes. There's a lot of pressure on al-Sharaa to maintain the safety of the Christian, what's left of the Christian community. I mean, apparently he can do whatever he wants to the Alawites, who were slaughtered in the thousands just several months ago. But the Christians, he can't touch them because that risks everything with the U.S. Al-Sharaa is also making a big show of his support for the barely existent Syrian Jewish community. This is obviously a play for American Jewish support and Trump support. And then, as you mentioned, he has these muhajirin, the foreign fighters. There are thousands of them. Most of them are Uyghur, very radical fake forces from Xinjiang in China, from the East Turkestan Islamic Party, which was carrying out mass casualty terrorist attacks in China before they were crushed there. It's pretty grim, where Christians were forced to convert or be killed. You saw Druze in Idlib be forced to dig up their ancestors' graves because they were not buried according to this strict interpretation of Islamic custom. So if that's applied to the rest of Syria, I think this thing unravels pretty quickly. This has really bookended the story of the CIA backing jihadists starting at least in 1979, if not sooner, in Afghanistan, in order to weaken geopolitical foes, destroy independent countries, crush secular governments across the Muslim world, and shatter, destabilize previously strong states that were not aligned with the U.S. and were not handing over their oil to U.S. businessmen.